All right, it is yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. We're doing NBA awards here, and next up is Coach of the Year. So I like preseason basketball, but I really love regular season basketball. I'm super excited to give you guys highlights night in, night out. If you rock with my videos, please subscribe. We're doing NBA awards. This is the Coach of the Year. Obviously, the guy in this picture is probably not going to win the award in Tyronn Lue, and he no longer has LeBron James at his disposal, but to be honest, it's a clickbaity type picture in the background instead of putting up a very casual coach who got most people on YouTube don't know this guy's face. So I like doing honorable mentions for my awards, and then I'll give out the award. My honorable mention, Coach of the Year. I'm going to take it down to Denver, Mile High City, Mike Malone. Don't sleep on the Denver Nuggets. Here's why. They kept all their guys. They re-signed Will Barton. They re-signed their big guy in Jokic. They got Jamal Murray's getting better. Gary Harris getting better. I'm just saying, these guys are getting better. And I think they got rid of a couple bad seeds like the Kenneth Fareeds of the world. I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be good. Very tough to beat night in and night out. They're going to be tough to beat in Denver too. You know what I think about Denver? I think by default they're going to get better because so many teams are falling apart. As I shoot this video, Jimmy Butler is still on Minnesota. I just want to note that. The reason why I brought that up is if Minnesota loses Jimmy Butler, they might not make the playoffs. And even if they keep Jimmy Butler, it looks like that thing is one bad game away from just blowing up. So maybe the Denver Nuggets make the playoffs. They were close last year. They were competing with with Minnesota and a couple other teams last year for those final few spots. Maybe the Denver Nuggets get in the playoffs just because they kept their guys and they're young. They got young guys still getting better. In regards to Minnesota, if they lose Jimmy Butler, I mean, they're back to, I'm not gonna say square one, but it ain't far from it. Also, Portland. You know, Portland kept their guys, but I'm looking at CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. I'm asking myself, have these guys maxed out? I know they re-signed Nurse this summer. They didn't get better at all. You know, Denver added Michael Porter. I don't know if Michael Porter's gonna give him a lot of minutes. I don't know where his health's at, but if he can play, he can ball. That dude would have been the number 1 or number 2 pick in the draft had he not got injured at Mizzou. So I'm just saying, Portland, they're just getting older, and I think their top guys have maxed out, man. What can CJ do better? He's not going to be an elite defender. Dame, what is he going to do better? Like, yo, I'm thinking like teams like Portland, maybe Minnesota, also Memphis. I know Memphis didn't make the playoffs last year, but they're usually in that hunt. I don't know if Memphis got better. I like their pick, Jackson, right? But I don't know if he puts them over the top. I don't know where Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol are going to be middle of the season from a health standpoint. All I'm saying is keep your eyes on the Denver Nuggets. Also, the New Orleans Pelicans were in the playoffs last year. They lost Boogie Cousins, and that might be not as big as the other loss they had. They lost Rajon Rondo to the Lakers. A lot of people not talking about that. That was a big loss for Anthony Davis, who already doesn't have enough help as is. I know they still have Drew Holiday and they added Julius Randle this summer. That's not going to be enough to me. I would say they're leaving the playoffs. I know they were, a 4 or 5 seed last year. I don't think they're making it this year, man. Or they were a 6 seed. I don't think they're making it this year. I just don't. You lose Rondo, that dude in the playoffs is big time. Denver, Mike Malone, my honorable mention, but I'm going to give this nod to Brett Brown. Brett Brown has 2 emerging superstars for the Philadelphia 76ers and Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Next year, they'll be on my top 10, top 15 list. And Markelle Fultz looks like he's ready to ball. He's going to have, look, Philadelphia was the 3 seed last year, right? But here's the thing. They only won at 3. This is crazy, right? This is how crazy the NBA is. In the Eastern Conference, they only won 52 games. I think Philadelphia could easily get to 58, 59 wins. I know a lot of people might say that's high. They got talent, man. And Markelle Fultz can ball. They got a late game closer now. They got JJ Redick back in there. Covington's back. They got shooting. They went and got a couple more shooters because they lost a couple shooters. Look, man, Ben Simmons is great. He might be a top 5 player from 14 feet under. All right, he just can't shoot at all. Joel Embiid, dude, is a game changer on both ends. And we ain't talked about this enough. There's no restrictions on him this season. So unless the Philadelphia 76ers are going into like double OT games, night in, night out, which they're not going to be doing, he'll be playing back-to-backs and all that. He's ready to go. I got Brett Brown, and I think it's their time to have a big regular season. By the way, I think 59 wins still only gets you to number 3 in the East. But I think Philadelphia makes that improvement, 55 to 59 wins, somewhere around there. And they'll be 3 seeded in the East. And I think that'll be enough for Brett Brown to get the award. So that's who my head coach of the year is. I'm rolling with Philly's Brett Brown. You guys tell me who y'all got as coach of the year in the NBA this year. I'm so excited for basketball to be back at a regular season level. Can't wait, guys. Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. And please subscribe to the platform if you enjoy videos like this. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.